Hi, greetings. It's me, Dr. Paul Gerhardt, and you should be watching this video at the end of week 3. This week we've studied 2 chapters, chapter 4 and chapter 5. We're talking about marketing ethics and the marketing environment. And like any good student, I really ask that instead of just skimming through the chapters, that you read each chapter several times to really get a better understanding of how to be able to apply the concepts. If you want to make really good money in any industry, you really need to know that you need to become an expert in something. And marketing, every single industry has marketers and people who are knowledgeable about marketing and need to be knowledgeable about marketing. So this is such a good opportunity for you to fill your intellectual toolbox and build your skills with what employers are looking for. Remember, if you want to be hired, employers are looking for the best of the best. And so you can't fake learning. You really have to make sure you put the information in and be able to pull it out. And that means really reflecting thoughtfully on the material. Ethics, in all my classes I talk about ethics, and I always say you can't compromise ethics. You have to be ethical and make sure you're doing the right thing for the right reasons with the people that you're working with. So that really means you need to understand why ethics are so important. You can't compromise the reputation of your organization. And of course, any organization should have a very, very clear written policy about ethics. And ethics really, in marketing anyway, are about honesty, responsibility, fairness, openness, and citizenship. You should be able to distinguish between ethics and social responsibility. You know, some organizations go above and beyond in making sure that they're helping out. Like there's hurricanes lately. What are they doing to help people who've been affected by hurricanes? That's social responsibility. They have the financial means to do so. Why not be seen as a company that takes care of the public? Also, with ethics, it really is about understanding who your immediate stakeholders are, your customers, your employees, your suppliers, and treating them right. You know, employees have lots of options these days, and you've made a big investment in hiring someone and grooming them for success, so why not treat them in an ethical way? Likewise, you don't own your customers. When you lose a customer, it's probably because you've done something that have made them feel like this is not a good fit for them. So being ethical really is about understanding the expectations of other people and working within that framework. There really are 4 steps in ethical decision making that you should consider. So you really have to be very, very clear on what each of those steps are. Making sure that you understand your company's policies and procedures and ensuring that everyone that is working with the firm is acting in the most ethical way possible. You should make sure that you are being socially responsible and be very aware of what's in your corporate mission statement. You should make sure that your company can model their ethical policies and have a very clear, well-established code of ethics, and you're training people in that code of ethics. And then finally, make sure that you're making ethically sensitive decisions. So every company's reputation is built upon the actions of their employees and, of course, the quality of your products and services. Make sure that you understand your company's market strategy. Things change, so you always have to be looking at what that strategy is, but you have to be aware of what is my part in the marketing strategy. How do I make a difference? And am I being socially responsible? Am I acting in an ethical way? So finally, you must really consider social responsibility programs that really can help build your reputation if you're a company owner. With analyzing the marketing environment, it's hard to be all things to all people, right? So be aware of how customers, the company, your competitors, corporate partners have an effect on your marketing strategy. Everybody associated with your company could have an impact on the way that your company runs. You really must understand why marketers consider the macro environment when they're making decisions. You know, there is like laws, for instance, that could be affecting the way that you do business. We have to be able to understand how the economy has an influence on how people spend their monies, you know, because business really is about understanding the people, and it's about understanding the products and services. And so you always have to be constantly considering, you know, how are we getting the word out there? How are we making sure that we're making the proper adjustments so that we stay viable and be seen as a company that people want to do business with? These days are kind of exciting because in the marketplace there are several different generation cohorts, right? So right now, Gen Z, these are people born between 2001 and 2014. Gen Y, people born in 1977 to 2000. Gen X, my generation, 1965 to 1976. And then baby boomers, 1946 to 1964. And then traditionalists, the parents of the baby boomers, there are probably a few of those around too. And so each of these generations have different preferences, right? And so we can't be all things to all people, but understanding who your consumers are allow you to make sure that you're making the necessary changes in the way that you target your marketing efforts. And then that includes the development of your product and services, right? So all the time social trends are happening, and they will have an impact on marketing. So you really must be aware of what's going on around you in the world and making the necessary adjustments. You know, trends really are related to health and wellness, like being green, privacy issues. You know, really anything that we do in marketing really is centered around understanding who our target market is, who are our customers, and developing a business around making sure that we're taking care of our customers, right? So anyway, do make sure that you are doing quality peer replies in your discussion answers. Show me that you're reading the chapters. Show me that you really understand how to apply the concepts. Show your classmates that you're reading their answers. Make a positive difference. Make this a meaningful, powerful learning experience by the way that you reflect on the materials and the quality of your writing. All right, so that's what I have for you. I hope that you're enjoying the class. I know I got to get caught up on the grading, and I really appreciate your time and thoughtfulness. Have a great day, because only you get to choose how you feel about it.